Hi guys, it's Nigel, Lock and Key Independent Estate Agents, and I hope you're well today. It's Friday, it's nearly the weekend, and I really do want to welcome you to my property tour today because I'm showing you a one-off individually built property. As you can see, very substantial property built in, I think, the late 50s, maybe early 60s, maybe 1962. And it's tucked away on the favoured Corsham side in a place called Roundpond. And you won't get to it because you have to go down a private little lane or drive that they own and someone else has got right away. And there you can just see that property with the elevations of brick there. Now, when I say it's one of the biggest plots I've seen for a property like this, I really mean it's a big plot. It's extendable. They had planning permission years ago, I think back in 2020, to put a double garage on it, to extend the kitchen out. There's a lot to be said for this property, and we're going to cover a lot today. Now, with my property tours, you know, I'm going to spin this camera around. We're going to look at we're going to talk about the amenities quickly. Then we're going to go into this individually built property in Roundpond. It will not be on the market long. There is parking for numerous vehicles, and like I said, you can extend it. It's been rewired back in, I think, 2019 and 20 and 21, completely throughout the house. The boiler's 18 months old. It's double glazed. Yes, there could be some finishing off somebody wants to do, but it is an individual home. It won't be on the market that long. It's a pleasure to have it on our books today. So why don't we just get stuck in, look at this property in Roundpond and go from there. And it's easier just to show you from this front because all of this here is just the front garden. There's more to the side there. You can see the garage. There's two access points there and there. And Roundpond, if you know where that is, it's quite close to the train station. It's quite close to places like Leeks. You can walk around with countryside walks around Dunch Lane. You can get to other places like Melksham, and I'm quite a fit lad. You know, I could walk back into the town in say 10 to 15 minutes. Sit in fitness if you like your gym work, it's just around the corner. And of course you've got your Leeks as well. Great bus routes into Corsham, great bus routes into Outworth, into Bath, which is about 12 miles away, that beautiful heritage city of ours. Laycock, the stunning National Trust village, is about 5 or 6 miles north. And if you want to go onto the M4, guys, I don't know, 15 minutes on a good day, straight onto the M4. You can obviously use the train line to Paddington, and that takes you another hour and 10 minutes, and then you're already into London. This is the appeal to this property, and there's so much more that we're going to cover off. Melksham's got an array of shops. We've got 5-6 towns like Bradford and Avon, Devizes, Corsham, Chippenham, you name it, all surrounding us as well in Melksham. So it's a very vibrant market town. The new campus is there, the shops are there. You've got lovely cherished Kennet and Avon canal walks as well in Melksham. So there's a lot going for it. This one being tucked away also in Roundpond, you wouldn't know it's here unless you went down this drive, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But why don't we get stuck into this property and take a good look around this lovely property in Roundpond. And as promised, I'm just going to show you. So here we just got that front garden. And as I just come around here, you can see there is a little path and a road there, and that they own the actual road, and then the neighbouring property has a right of way. You could put 2 vehicles here, garage there, another 2 vehicles here. So there's 4. You could put another 2 vehicles here, 5 and 6. And if you don't want this front bit here, another 2 vehicles, another 2 vehicles. You could have vehicles for numerous, things like vans, trucks. You've got the garage for bikes, anything that you want to be stored. Roundpond then links up to Addison Road up there, and of course then that can link up to Links and the A350. Whitehall's up the road, for instance. There's schools, there's churches, all in Whitley and Shaw. So you've got the golf club there, the pear tree. You're on that side of town, which we call the favoured side of town. Now the lane is then owned by these people, and then the other neighbours have a right of access, which they use down there. This is the front of the property again, a bit to the side. Again, I can see people using this for a bit more parking, but you don't really need to, because look, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, garage 5. You got a bit of gravelling here, 6, 7. Even if I was just being, I don't know, cautionary on the parking, you've got at least 5 or 6 different vehicles you could put there. There's a lot more going on there, and believe me, when we get out to the back of the property, there's a lot more to be seen as well. So what we're going to do is probably go through this door, or we could go through this door. I haven't made up my mind because there's 2 entrance ways in. I think I'm going to go through this door and take a good look around this marvellous detached property in Roundpond. And as promised, here we go. I just wanted to show you that front again. The extension there, I think, for the planning back in 20 was to build a double garage, and then it goes out, and there's a kitchen over this side, and that would have gone out as well. So they forgive the rights back in 2020. I see no reason why they wouldn't do that again. Let's just push this door open, and that's a good start because I can't get in that one anyway. So let's try this one. There's a little ramp here, and actually this is perfect. So we're just going to be coming into what we call the utility room. There's a couple of cupboards. I just wanted to show you cupboards there for storage. Cupboard there, again for storage. And then it opens up. So this is actually the utility room. This comes off the kitchen. So of course you're going to have tiled flooring, double glazed window, entrance door, plumbing for washing machine, whatever. Decent sized room this for utility. Bring the camera around. And then it just opens up into the kitchen. Kitchen's a bit dated in places. Somebody else will change this kitchen, and I'll tell you why they'll change it, because I believe someone's going to extend this kitchen out without a doubt. Not only will it have value, it's going to be a showpiece kitchen for somebody. These guys, they're moving for lifestyle reasons. They were going to do it, that's why they applied for planning, but they've decided against it. So yes, you're going to have eye-level cupboards, oven incorporated into the unit, 4-ring gas hob there. Little storage in there for white goods. Love the telephone box. It's not a TARDIS, but it is. Pantry cupboard. There's your pantry cupboard. Turn the camera around, and then you've got that lovely big window there, that picture window bringing in natural light. Cool little bar area up there, little log fire. There's the garage. Radiator there in behind the door. And a kitchen is a kitchen. Come back out on ourselves one more time. Boiler's there in the corner there, and I think the boiler is about 18 months old, might be just slightly over, but a pretty new boiler nonetheless. So we've come from the utility room back out into the kitchen, and remember what I mentioned about the planning. The plans were then given to extend this kitchen out, and I think this is a great thing, because if you look at the neighbouring property, that's a gable, there's no windows there, there's going to be no objection if you wanted to extend it out. Now if you do, because of the plot of this property, it's only going to add value. Come back through here, you can see there's a little gated area there. Those stairs go to the first floor landing. Upstairs, they're all double bedrooms. You've got this wonderful living room here, living room, dining room, radiator there. Conservatory's been added on, as you can see. And you'll start to see how big this garden is in a minute, but we'll focus on the rooms one at a time. Lovely dining area here. This then opens up into a living area, and I love the fact that it's triple aspect, because you've got a window there and window here. And before I tease you with that garden, and believe me when I tease you, you've actually got a bit more to the side here. Again, you can put some some sheds in there. Now you can see the side of the garden and how big that is. It's one of the biggest gardens for a 3-bedroom detached property I've actually seen this year. Now you can see what I mean out there. It's been raining today, but look at that garden out there. Big living room in here, and I think that's why it lends itself for that big kitchen. If you've already got big living room accommodation here, you could just open that up. You could open up that way, and you'd have a stunning property. It's already a stunning property with its size as well. Understairs, little storage, as one would have. And this room's really interesting as well, because it was the door I couldn't open. I should have just opened on the latch. You can see there's a settee in here. But imagine if you had, say, a disabled parent or someone in a wheelchair who just wanted to sleep here occasionally. Well, you can actually use this as a bedroom 4, and I'll tell you why. You've got your radiators and 2 windows, which is a double aspect. You've got a ramp there which you could put in there to the door. You could then use this as a bedroom. You're still within the curtilage of the property. And then in here, I'm just going to show you there's plenty of storage. And of course, there's a downstairs shower room. So you could actually be self-contained. The shower's in there. Shower, extractor hood's on, radiator, washhand basin. And there's your extractor hood. I'm going to turn this off because you don't need it on. and there's the shower. So you can see how flexible this property is. And this is the appeal to these properties. They don't get built that often. Let's say this was built in 1962. You wouldn't have had all this space outside. You certainly wouldn't have all that parking, and you certainly wouldn't have the potential to extend it if you wanted to. But where we were to the front, if you can remember, I was standing up there with all that parking. If I just open that up, you can just see how much land there is with this property. I could measure it. It's certainly a decent plot. It's one of the biggest ones anyway, but now you've got a good idea of what's available with this property. Radiator in there, and like I say, if you had an elderly parent or a disabled person that wanted to live here, they don't have to be disabled, because you can also use this as a children's kickabout room. Imagine the grandchildren being here. They could use it as a games room. The settee just pulls out. It's a multifunctional room. So we're going to call this room probably studio stroke bedroom 4. The other room at the kitchen can then be the utility. Come back here just to quickly recap. I'm going to start from here, recap, and then we're going to pop upstairs. As promised, utility, not utility, but let's call this the study stroke bedroom 4. Windows, doorway in. You've got a door in there. Let me just show you one more time, guys. I think it's really important to show people everything about a property. This is why we do our property tours. It's a labour of love. It's a lot of hard work for me, but I do get a lot of compliments about these tours, and they are very deliberate. And then if we can just, you know, connect people to property, that's what we're about. So this one's bedroom 4 stroke studio. Big living room in here, triple aspect windows, stunning plot out here. You could extend it if you wanted to. Come back through. You know the stairs are upstairs, which we're going to have a look at. You're back into this kitchen. Not a bad kitchen. Remember, planning permission to extend the kitchen out is already there. Let's open this up one more time. Turn the camera around just to give you an idea of this kitchen. Boiler, about 18 months old, and it has been rewired throughout the property. And again, you've got another room here, which again is quite useful as a utility, so that comes off the kitchen. So look, guys, that's the ground floor, bit outside. Let's pop upstairs and have a look at those 3 bedrooms and bathroom. Just coming back through to this beautiful living room. We're going to go upstairs now to the first floor. Let's pop up. They are genuine bedrooms up here. The 3 doubles. You can see there's 2 big windows just flooding in that natural light. I think these guys are great. They've lived there a number of years. They could, honestly, it's been a happy home for them. They're just looking to downsize a little. If I just show you that front as well, you can see how much is out there and why it's set back, and why actually this is an important property to have on our books, because it's a rare property and they don't come up on the market that often. Now, of course, we're going to have bedroom 1, we're going to have bedroom 2, we're going to have bedroom 3, and then we're going to have the bathroom. I'm not going to open up this. That's an airing cupboard, and we all know what airing cupboards are. Now, going into the bathroom, you've got panel bath, shower over, little screen there, tiled walling, tiled flooring? Let me have a little look. So we've got some tiled flooring as well. Built-in little wardrobes, which are cool. Low-level WC. Again, the tiling goes around. Obscure double-glazed window to that front elevation. Coming into the bathroom, just turn it around, and there's your sink as well. The other thing you could do, this is something else that might want to be considered. No doubt, I'm sure you could either go up into the loft, or you could even extend it up and add another bedroom if you wanted to. This to me is probably the 2nd bedroom. You can see there's a double bed. There's obviously freestanding either side, little units in there. You can see that it's big enough as a 3rd bedroom. Let me pop this camera out there and just look at that garden. Absolutely stunning. Now look, you're going to get a bit of road noise. Can't change it. Please don't moan that you hear a car or 2, you know, zooming by. It's there. It's just one of those things because of where the property is built. But it's all enclosed, it's all private. There will be a bit of road noise. People will get used to it, but it's just they're running along there, and then people go back into Atworth, or they'll go into Melksham from there. But what a wonderful plot that is. And of course, you know, it goes down on the left and to the right as well. So there's a lot of space with it. So let's call this bedroom 3. Bedroom 3. Don't forget the bathroom. Beautiful little windows, well, not little windows, but windows just flooding in natural light from that front. So much plot to the front as well. Back into, let's say, bedroom 2. There's a built-in wardrobe there. There's a little bit of built in there. You could put a desk in there as well. Again, nice big window overlooking that rear garden. But it is a double, guys. Proper double bedroom. So that's your second double bedroom. And then third bedroom, which to me is the biggest bedroom of them all. You can see double bed freestanding either side, double aspect. Areas there for some bits and bobs. Again, you can look at the side of the elevations. You can go down, you know, they've got a ride-on lawnmower, shed, access there. You can see the neighbouring properties on their setback, and they're very well tended, all looked after. So people are proud of their homes down here. You've got some nice, you know, it's a decent sized room, this. Really decent sized room. And I am going to show you that outside one more time before we go out here, because actually it's just nice to see the elevations. You've got fields across there. Obviously, you know where the position of that road is, there's a fence line, and there's actually a little bit more land to this property, but it goes down the embankment. So these guys have just put the fence line up there just to even it out. But actually you might have another metre or two of land if you really wanted it. I don't think you really will care that much because the garden is so big. Have a look around here again. Nice sized bedroom. Come back through, and of course we came up those stairs, came up through bathroom,